Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. I hope it's not the end of the world as you know it, but hey, people out there feel like they're struggling still in the economic environment out there, and they're trying to get smarter, more clever, more intuitive when it comes to growing their business, which is why I always like to talk to my friends over at Abby, ABBY, .com. Abby, they're leaders at helping individuals and businesses go to the next level. And my good friend William Edmundson is the man with the plan to do just that. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Kevin.
Tell us about Abby.
We're a chain of executive suites based right here in Houston, Texas. We've got 17 Houston locations, and we've got locations in New Orleans, Dallas, San Antonio, and Tucson, Arizona. And Kevin, I think it's kind of fun hearing the end of the world as our lead-in. I'm going to take that the right way and tell you that we're faced with a lot of clients that maybe felt that growing their business, maybe they were at the end of the world because they found it hard to compete against companies that had really important building addresses, something on the West Loop or something at Greenway Plaza or the Woodlands or Sugarland or something that made their business sound important. Or maybe they felt like they didn't have the ability to have the amenities that are there. Abby's been helping companies for over 30 years have that credibility and have that presence in a market.
Yep, absolutely, no question about it. Taking businesses, again, to the next level in a way that's almost contrary. Everyone seems like, you're supposed to have be saddled with all the costs and all the burden and really, in my opinion, all the hassle of a traditional office. And there was a time we had both. We had both the Abby office and we had the traditional office. And I got to tell you, I felt like, yelling free at last when I got rid of the traditional office and figured out how to creatively use and fully use my executive suite. It was liberating.
Absolutely, and I'm out at our Sugarland office today, and I was talking to some of the clients before we started, and I think a lot of the listeners can relate to this, that when you have a small business, I mean, if the copier jams, if there's an issue with the phone systems, if there's an issue with anything, that then becomes your priority for the day. And one of the things that a couple of these clients in particular were talking about is that if anything ever happens during the course of the day at the Abby location, is that there are people that handle that for you, and you keep on doing what you do, which is do your work and make money and keep earning your credibility.
Yep. What do you have for us today? You always have something you want to talk about.
Yeah, I want to talk just a little bit about how leveraging a resource like Abby or something similar can be real helpful for people who need to have meetings outside of the office. And Kevin, a lot of people don't realize this, but even if you're not a member of Abby, if you don't have an office or a virtual plan with us, we have locations, as I mentioned, 17 in Houston. We've got a couple in New Orleans, a couple in Dallas, a couple in San Antonio, one in Tucson, that any of you listening to the show can come in and use our offices for a fee. And it really depends what you want to do, what kind of image you want to get across. But we've got several combinations of things that might be helpful. One is, from time to time, Kevin, we have people that need to do job interviews. And we've all heard about people doing things like that in Starbucks. Well, you can't really control the environment in the Starbucks. But at Abby, if you use one of our day offices, it looks like it's your office. It's set up like an office. Our receptionist will greet people as if it's, as if the whole floor is your office. And people can come in and interview in an office environment. We've got a lot of people that maybe Kevin, I know you personally have had seminars where you needed something that a lot of people wouldn't have in their office, and that is a conference room that can hold, 20, 25 people. Most people don't have that. You don't want to pay for that year-round. But what you do want to have is you want to have access to something like that when you need it. And Abby's got those at several of our locations. In fact, today we're at Sugarland. We've got a group of 18, and we're using the Abby location at Town Square. And it's great because we can just walk right in, and it's all set up and ready to go. And any of your listeners can do that as well. The other thing,
and people should check that out. AbbyY.com. What's the phone number over there?
Yeah, they can reach us at 888-785-8800. That's 888-785-8800.
Yeah, very good stuff. I encourage people to learn more about it. You always have new news. What kind of things you got coming down the pike right now?
Yeah, new news, not yet released to everybody, is we are completing a full renovation at 11111 Katy Freeway. That's our energy corridor location. And within the next 2 weeks, we're going to have just a brand new looking suite. I mentioned last week that we'd expanded it. Our renovations will be complete, and we've got 3 meetings there, including a collaboration room where people can share things on their computers with each other on a big screen. We've got a boardroom. We have what we call ARCs, or Abby Ready Cubes, which are like cubicles. If you need a place to go work, you can do that by the hour, and that's been real popular. But that is some big news for us. And Kevin, putting in those kind of signature items that we're putting in everywhere really help people work the way that people want to work today.
Yeah. We ought to go by. You ought to get a nickel tour of the new updated facilities when they're completed. Get some pictures and put them over on priceofbusiness.com. I think people will enjoy that.
We will do that, and I invite any of the listeners who are curious about what an Abby Executive Suite could help them with their business. Whether you want to look at mail plans, phone plans, you want an office, you don't want an office, you want a meeting room. We would be more than happy. Just let them know that you heard about us on the Price of Business, and give us a call, and we will be more than glad to show you around. And if it's something that helps your business, then take advantage of it. If it's something that maybe you're not quite ready for, then that's fine too. But we would invite the listeners of this show who are so entrepreneurial, come by and see us.
All right, William Edmundson, he is with Abby Executive Suites. The address over there, online, abby.com, abby.com. Phone number before I let you go. 888-785-8800. Please just let us know that you heard about us on the Price of Business, and we're glad to have you come in. Even if you want to come by and try a day office for an hour on us, we'd be glad to have you. Thank you so much. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, you're listening to The Price of Business.